Yeah.
Why do you think men? Why do you think men who have money or men in general never make this statement? Why do you think this statement only comes from women?
What statement?
The statement she made, her whole speech. You've never heard a man give that speech ever. Why do you think that is?
The idea of gift giving.
Yeah,
Comes in a physical form.
you've never
No.
heard a man give that
I
speech.
went to
You've
work.
never
I
heard.
did all this for you, and I can't get no head when I get home. Like y'all, all I asked for is head in the meal and da 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 da. And I know you tired and the housewife and got the kids, but shit, I'm paying for everything. Why don't you? Y'all's gifts are a little different.
Men aren't going to say that because men are providers by nature.
Yeah, and men lead with money.
So
That ain't in
a
my
man
nature.
is not going to say that.
But don't men
Not
lead
all
with
men
money?
lead with
Isn't
money.
that like, don't men lead with money?
No.
Not all men lead
No?
with money. No.
The men
No,
are
absolutely
providers, correct?
They ain't got
Yeah.
it.
Alex just said it. A man will use their money to flex.
Who? Not what
not. Certain
man?
men.
There
Men
are a
that
lot of
have
men
that.
that will flex with their money. They
No,
gonna
there's
put
not a
on
lot of
shiny
men.
things,
about-
and the whole time they broke as a
Yeah.
joke. Like,
And it's
Only
not
3% of the population of men in America alone are making 6 figures plus.
Right.
So you're talking about an insanely small number. All I heard was a lot, most of y'all, this and this, y'all using generalities, and most men don't do that. Like,
okay.
will I treat my girl to something from time to time?
So flipping it from taking it away from, like, let's take money off the table, right? If you are with a woman and every day you come home and she makes you a hot meal, and then when she whatever is going on and she stops, you're gonna be like, what happened to my meal? You do this all the time. So then when she goes and gets an attitude, and then you'll be like, well, you always cooked it. Why aren't you doing it now? No different than when a man, and we're speaking about money for this, for the men, if you're paying for my this, that, and the third, and then all of a sudden you decide to stop, I'm going to be expecting what happened? Why did you stop?
That's
For
not
those
the same
particular
thing.
type of people.
That's such a unique
But I think-
enclave.
And I as a man would look at the situation. Well, why did she not cook on that day? It may have been something that
And
I
as
did.
a woman, I'm gonna look like, well, why didn't you pay for it today?
But the thing is,
I don't feel
it's
obligated to
communication.
support no woman's lifestyle. It's just, I don't.
But it's
know.
not
I'm
about
not
supporting.
no.
It's not about supporting the lifestyle. What she's saying is that I think what us as the women were saying was that we are able to handle our business, do what we need to do. We were maintaining ourselves prior to you coming into the space, right? When you decided to come into the space, there are some men who say, okay, let me take this burden off of you. Let me do this. I feel like it is my job as a man to pay for X, Y, and Z, right? So then when whatever situation happens and he decides not to, or maybe he forgot, the woman's just like, I'm about to get my nails done, right? I'm about to do this. Are you sending me my money, right? So it's like, for those men, if that's not something that you can maintain, don't do that. Now, there are situations, myself included, like I maintain my own stuff. I don't look for my husband to do this. Now, when he chooses to go ahead and he's feeling generous and he wants to do this, great. Yes, I'm excited. I'm appreciative of that. And that's the same thing that Shamie was saying. When it comes to the flip side of women, maybe it's not, we're not paying for things, but if you are expecting for your woman to, cook and clean and do all these other things, what's the difference? One is money, and then one is my physical time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me say something.
I still can't believe y'all don't think men don't try to flex with money. Like I don't.
No, so hold on.
That wasn't fair.
Hold on. Let me say something.
Let me get in there.
Hold on. So the thing is, men will flex with money, but it's typically men who don't have it. Because like they were saying, the percentage of men who have it is so small. And the majority of men don't flex with money either. Y'all just don't pay them niggas no mind. So you're not noticing it. So the majority of men don't even fake the funk. But it is on men too. Like we do it to ourselves because at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, there are a percentage of women who are only about the bag. But you can tell that within the first conversation. So if you choose to go forward with them, that's on you. We do know the qualities that we typically look for in women. And so a lot of times we do pass up a quality woman because of the way that she looks. That's just how we are. That's just how we move. But since we are the ones who are control of relationships, decide if we're in a relationship or not, it has to be placed on us. Because a woman can't be in a relationship unless we ask them to, unless we commit to them. Now, when you think about the lady who was talking, she was talking about a specific like gold digger to where money is the only thing that really matters. You can pretty much do whatever you want. I'm going to stay. You ladies down there are not like that. You bring other things to the table. So with us, with you being in a relationship, it'll be something totally different. So like B was saying, if you're not going to cook one night, it's not going to be a deal breaker for us because there's so many other things that you also bring and add to the table. It's not just the money piece, if that makes sense.
And what was missing, just quickly, was the communication aspect. Like, you know what your partner's about. Like, if she don't feel like cooking, I'm not going to trip. Like, what you want for Popeyes? Let's get this popping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or let's get dressed up, babe. Let's go out to get something to eat. But I think what was bugging me was the generalities of it. It's just like, as A alluded, it's like, oh, man, most niggas are not. No. These are the guys that try to ignore them because it's much more interesting and entertaining to want the 6 foot plus guy with the bread and all this other stuff. Or, again, majority of these cats be faking it. It's just like, to a motherfucker that's down to earth and actually really likes you, he's not going to do all that. He's going to present himself well, you know, he's going to holler at you, all of that good stuff. And whether or not you, you know, reciprocate, that's on you. But most niggas are not flexing like that.
2 points that are unique to that perspective, though. The DMV has messed up our perspective on that. And secondly, like, I don't think any man on this call dates men. So just take it from us. Men lead with money. And like,
we got
like in one way or another. So the men, and there are differences in broke men who try and act like they have money, and those men who actually have money, where it's not even a flex or a conscious effort of what they're doing. It's just who they are. It comes out. You know what I mean? Like, they're not trying to lead with money, but they have money, so it shows up. You know.
I could say this, Shani, because they gonna sit here and play stupid. If y'all don't lead with money, y'all lead with status. So cut the bullshit.
Why? When?
Where? What is that? Hold on. Let me ask you. So
that's
what
not
is
even
it?
true.
So
Neither one of it is true.
Yeah, but y'all
mentioning
good afternoon, good evening. Y'all
regular conversation. Hey, how you doing? Boom, boom. We lead with regular conversation.
That's it. All day,
like,
every day.
We answer your question. So what do you do? I do this. We don't lead with it.
Ain't nobody leading with, I can buy you, I can get your nails done. Ain't nobody leading with that.
Y'all don't ever talk about your annual salary.
People talk about their salary.
Hold on. Has anybody on this panel ever brought up their annual salary? Mad random.
Never.
No, they asked.
Not one of y'all. Okay.
No, they asked us. Oh, so what do you do? And then we'll tell you.
Right, but they're not asking about your.
My wife know my annual
but you just said
I'm not discussing that with nobody.
Let me land. So you just said y'all don't mention y'all salary. They ask you what you do, but you don't mention your salary. Because they ain't got those are two different things.
That question is wrapped within wanting to figure out your salary. Oh, what's your
not
LinkedIn?
Necessarily.
Yes,
not necessarily.
Yeah,
if
man,
y'all can say men don't lead with
with
money and status, I could say women don't ask those questions to find out your pockets.
But y'all do those, particularly here in the DMV. Like, that's the number one
annoying.
annoying.
It's going to be a matter of opinion due to your own experiences. But I guarantee I could pull tapes to show at least every nigga on this panel, probably with the exception of Master Corey, who has led with status in some way, who has led with money in some way. And y'all know I'll pull them receipts.
You can't pull mine.
I'm a super.
I got yours.
Somebody